Hello, friends and fellow rebels, and welcome to the woods. Today, I want to talk about the dark side, the other side of the chessboard. Not specifically just the dark. Dark is primal. It has its place in the cycle, in the tree of life. It's the roots. It's necessary. It's desirable. So when I say dark side, I'm not talking about all of the dark side. I'm talking about the small segment that is, for lack of a better term, evil. Evil meaning against life, against the cycle, against what sustains and builds and evolves and grows, against what continues and perpetuates life. I'm talking about that which exploits, that which is parasitic rather than symbiotic, the other side of the chessboard. I have to be careful with my terms. Now, I associate it with the darker side, because it works best away from the light. There's always characteristics that's going to draw certain forms of expression. And those who exploit, while they can work in what we consider the light side, indeed they can, they perpetuate and rejoice and are much more comfortable in the primal, the dark side. They find that suits them very well. So today, when I say the dark side, that's what I'm referring to. It's that segment that utilizes their expression in the parasitic sense. So I wanted to address the retirement plan for those who wish to be service to self predominantly and most exclusively, where they use their spiritual energy to acquire, to take, to the detriment of others. Now, it's one thing to acquire and take when you're merging your energy, where you will at some point expand again out and share, where it's a give and take. But it's quite another thing when it's take, 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 take. And in doing so, you are destroying life, the diversity of life, to such extent that there won't be a recovery. The other side of the chessboard likes to do that. Their retirement plan? Well, there isn't one. And if you've ever wondered, why are these politicians and these rich people continuing to work? Why do we have people in office in the United States who they're in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and they're taking Alzheimer medication? Why are they still working? I mean, I want to retire when I'm 50. Hey, I want to retire when I'm 30. I don't want to have the drudgery of this difficult career that has me in the spotlight and working every day. And it's difficult. It's difficult on the person. It's difficult on their family. They're in a fishbowl. Why at 75, 80 years old? Why at 60? Are they still working? Well, because there's no retirement for them. Once you're part of the elite circles and you're one of the minions, which the people that we think are holding the power, those are minions. The people who run them, the people who really control everything, we don't get to know their names. We don't get to know what families are truly in control. That's a big secret to the general public. There's no retirement plan once you are a minion and you've reached the level that these folks have. If you get to the point where you're no longer useful, you don't get put out to pasture, you get eaten. Because you can't have those people walking around out there who know the truth, who know the secrets, who know where the skeletons are buried, who will get to the point in their life where they have dementia and they might be spilling those secrets out. Once they reach a point where they can't control themselves and you can't control them, they're gone. They have these ridiculous accidents. Oh, he was cleaning the gutters on his house. Really? A man with that much money at that advanced age was out cleaning the gutters on his mansion. Really? When you reach a certain point with them, with the farmers of mankind, where you're a useful minion, you work until you die. And as part of that, you wind up with a rider. Very often they carry riders, astral entities that keep track of what they're doing and sometimes move through them, give them direction, tell them what they need to do, or do it through them. Those riders require fuel. And as a dark side minion, it's either going to come from you or it's going to come from someone else. Which is why they have these really young wives who are, they encourage to stay really healthy, take care of themselves. And when one gets a little older, they sub out with a new one because they need that vitality. They need something to feed their riders so that those entities don't feed off of them. Because they feed off of you, you're going to get sick. Your life is going, your vitality is going to go very quickly. Now, people who carry riders, it's easier if they're celebrities. If you're in a stadium with all of these fans who are just throwing their vitality and their energy at you, and you can just feed what has harnessed you, then it doesn't have to take from you. Then you'll stay young. But those who don't have that, and those who can't get that, those who can't purchase someone young and vital to feed to what they're serving, their life won't be so long, even if they take care of themselves very, very well. So, in order to continue on as a minion, you have to be useful, you have to be vital. In order to stay vital, you have to be able to feed what is working with you, what is owning you, and you work till you die. It's like the legend of the red shoes. Red shoes are pretty, you put them on and you dance until you die. One of the many reasons why I wouldn't like to work with that side of the chessboard. Would you? Something to think about. And welcome to the woods.